Hi, Xander Superstars. This is Miss Fiedler here to share a special book with you today called A Walk in the Words. We are celebrating Exceptional Children's Week this week, and we are so excited to have a lot of books that we have that are very special that can relate to Exceptional Children's Week. And thank you to our staff who have shared these with us. So we are very excited to share a special book with you today called A Walk in the Words. This is written by Hudson Jalbot. Drawing always came naturally to me. I drew all the time. I just did it, like breathing. Every day after playing with my friends, I'd come home and draw stories that I made up. It was like diving into my own world. I bet we have a lot of students here who like to draw as well. I liked words too, one at a time. When I was reading, I had to picture every single word. But long sentences? No way! I would start a long sentence and then my mind began to wander. I was the slowest reader in my class. When everybody was turning to the next page, I was still in the first sentence and nobody knew. But the books knew. And they were coming for me. So many words, so many pages. Books weren't always scary. The first ones were friendly, with big pictures and only a few words. Howdy. But little by little, the pictures got smaller and the text got longer. And this book saying, me eat pictures, you read. It was a reign of terror. My drawing pad was my safe place. Look at all the words around him. Because remember, the title is called A Walk in Words. Oh my goodness. A whole page of text looked like a wall keeping me out. By now, everyone in my class was reading book after book except me. What if they found out that I couldn't keep up? Look at all those words. That's a lot of words on the page. I had to face it. I was alone and lost in a world of words. Everywhere I looked, there were big words, strange words, scary words. One big word was stalking me. It was overwhelm. It described the feeling of too many words coming at me at the same time. It made me want to give up. But I love stories too much to quit. I was good at picturing stuff. Maybe I could try picturing a way out. Yes, don't give up. We want to keep trying. I grabbed overwhelm right here. I grabbed it and broke off over so it would just say whelm. It meant the same thing, but was more my size. Now I could whelm the words before they overwhelmed me. I just read at my own pace. After all, it was my walk in the words. I took time to look for words that I knew. There they were, like stepping stones leading me onward. I jumped over the words I didn't know and let the words I knew lead me into the story. After a while, I wasn't even thinking about reading. I just wanted to know what happened next. The war between my fear of reading and my curiosity was over. Curiosity won. He says, yeehaw! Books weren't so scary once I got to know them. And now that I was beginning to like words, why rush past them? I realized that just because I was slow at reading didn't mean that I had to fear it. I also learned that many great people were slow readers. So I'm so glad he's not scared of reading anymore. And I love what he said. I'm just going to jump over some words I don't know and make the words I do know lead me into the story. And in this little sign here, it says, read at your own speed. I honored them all in my Slow Readers Hall of Fame. So he found out that there's a lot of famous people that were actually slow readers like he was. I'll read a few of these to you. Sojourner Truth, Albert Einstein, Babe Ruth, Annie Oakley, Leonardo da Vinci, Muhammad Ali, Picasso, George Washington, Alexander Graham Bell. All of these people were also slow readers. And guess what he did? He has his Hall of Fame, then he tore down the terrible wall of shame. I experimented with ways to tell my stories, and I could still tell a story with pictures, or I could tell it with words. So that's so true. We can tell stories with pictures by drawing, or we can tell them with words by writing. Then he wrote a story here about the monster from Planet Mungo. My favorite way was using both. So he loved to write stories with pictures and words. So you can see here he was illustrating a story about a monster, and then he added his words here. Very creative. I remembered how my horses got better the more I drew them. My writing would improve too if I wrote every day. That is so true. A drawing could show what a horse looked like, but with words, I could bring them to life. Now they could breathe and snort and carry me on adventures. I read every day in search of new words for my stories. It was like finding new colors for my art, but now I was learning to paint with words. So now his pictures are coming to life. There were still times when I felt lost in a sea of words. My drawing pad was still my safe place. Others found music, sports, math, and science. So it's always good to have a safe place or something you can do to make you feel calm or help you, and his is drawing and doing art. Words had always scared me, but once I felt free to read at my own speed, they became my friends. I could unlock the magic of stories and even become a storyteller myself, turning that sea of words into an ocean of possibilities. Now, all I have to do is enjoy the ride. And that is the end. And this is an amazing book. And if you want to borrow it, you can. I'm sure Miss Interligi would not mind. She let me borrow it. In the back, there's an author's note because the author who actually wrote the book actually was a slow reader herself. And so she can relate to this book, A Walk in the Words. So it shows the beauty and magic that can come from taking our time. So it's so important in all we do in school and outside of school to take your time, do your best, and never give up. I hope you enjoyed this story, and happy Exceptional Children's Week. Have a great day.